Well, another exciting tropical update as of 9:30 p.m. PST, September 7th. And Lee has absolutely fucking red hemispheric. I mean, 928 millibar pressure, Cat 5, Cat 5, from Cat 1 to Cat 5 within 24 hours. 148 knot winds at 700 millibars, over 144 knots at surface, 70 knots over the last 24 hours, 15 nautical mile wide eye. It could strike a little bit more. Some of the models, like the HAFS, show a peak potential around 170 180 knots. I think it's possible, but we'll have to see. Once it gets to its eye wall, it will likely be a bigger storm, but less potential to be strengthened. It's going to move west-northwest track, past the route to the north of the Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. It's currently moving at 12 knots, but expected to slow down considerably. Um, yeah, we can show you the model, the track data for the system. West northwest, north of the islands. Here's the models. As you can see, it moves west northwest throughout the next 120 hours, then northwestward to north northwestward, right into the trough. The GFS neighbors are even trying to take it eastward at about 7, 8, 9 days. I mean, it's possible it doesn't even make a 70, if you believe this. These models here show it also hardly making 70 within the next 8, 9 days. I mean, GPS shows it making 70 but heading northwest eastward. Kind of like Franklin. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, the hurricane models show it remaining Cat 5 for maybe another 24 or so. It shows Cat 5 potentially for another 48 hours before it slowly starts weakening, it slowly expands. Less favorable environment, cooler water as you get up into this after 84 to 96 hours. Um, yeah, there's a lot to look at today. I mean, GFS last I mean the ECMWF probably was taken in pretty far west, but hers the super enabler means we can look at let's look at 192 hours. I mean, pretty much takes it north. I mean, we doubt it. We doubt it has much of effect in the United States anymore. Here's the GFS. Let's go to 144. You have Margaret, which was also upgraded today, and you have our storm here. 192. I mean, it's still a threat to Atlantic Canada. I mean, Atlantic Canada could get a hurricane. Margaret's gonna head northwest through the northwest without the sea. We could actually have two major hurricanes. I think it's very likely tonight that we will. We will show you um uh, uh, that's the Eastern Pacific system, which has weakened now down to. Let's see. We'll look at that first before we go back to Jova. Down to 110 knots. Moving west northwest, where it should weaken to a tropical storm in 48 hours and a remnant low at 96. Lee will strike to 155 based on the models. I think it's possible. Then weaken below Cat 5 at 48 and weaken to a minimum major at 5 to 7 days. Then at 7, 8, 9 days, it will weaken to a Cat 1 to potentially threaten in Canada. I think probably had about 40% fat on Canada, but only about a 10 to 20% on the United States. Um, yeah, that's what I think. Margaret could become a major hurricane, but no threat to land. Um, as you can see, very weak. Really not getting its act together. It's probably at least 36 hours before it does so. We'll probably become at least our Cat 2, maybe Cat 3. Um, that's what we think right now, at least. Yeah, the United States is going 80, so, but I think a little bit stronger is possible. Let's look at Margaret. I mean, there's Margaret, 40 miles per hour, 1,000 full west, northwest at 16. Jova, 951, 125 knots. I think the potential was up to 160 last night, personally. Uh, well, we could tropical storm in about 48 hours, and a remnant low at 96. Let's look at the GFS. We're still watching another system comes off into the Atlantic in the next 24 to 36 hours should be, but the models ain't nearly as likely with it. I mean, maybe 25% chance of development, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely lower than it was. I mean, yeah. Let's see what the ANC says about any other system. They're not watching it yet. So, but it's this wave coming off the African coast. We expect maybe some slight development, maybe a depression or weak tropical storm. But anyway, the real game in town is Lee and Margaret. Lee, like I said, will pass north of the islands. Then probably won't even get past 70, but will be pulled north, potentially in Atlantic Canada, as a Cat 1 in about 10 days. I mean, that would be my guess. Not much of a threat for the United States. Margaret will head northwestward, then northward. Combat at least Cat 2, maybe 3. This potentially could become Nigel. I don't know, maybe. Um, Jova will weaken into a tropical storm in the next 48 hours and a remnant low at about 96. We're not expecting anything else to form. Well, that's your tropical update for the night.